away we go. Riding a few back roads today. I think we're heading to the Maiponga Reservoir. This is just a great little back road through the Australian bushland. Sorry about my shaky voice, it's very corrugated in patches. Lovely to get off the beaten track, isn't it? Doesn't matter whether you're motorbike riding, walking, hiking, push bike riding, even in your car. It's just lovely to get off the beaten track and to be alone, to have that solitude. And even though I ride on my own, and other times I ride with Brett, who is with me today, he's behind me. Even though you ride together, you still ride alone. Because we experience things differently. Our perception of the same thing is different. Whether we're motorbike riding, practicing yoga, gone to a movie. And I find that so interesting. So even though when you're together you are alone, it's like when you go to bed of an evening and say goodnight to your loved one. You may be sleeping together, but you're sleeping alone. And it's what happens in those alone moments that is really important. How is the company that you keep? What is it like in your alone moments, in your moments of solitude? And it changes, doesn't it? I always notice that. The conversation you have with yourself, that voice inside, we all have it. How is the company you keep? Is it nourishing? Is it nurturing? Is it depleting? Is it berating? So it's just something that I'm pondering as I'm riding along here, alone, together, and together alone. Might be just something to ask yourself. It's something I ask myself all the time. Am I keeping good company? Because it matters. It really matters. The company you keep when you're on your own. Because I feel whatever we do keep, whether it is that nurturing or depleting, berating, judgmental, angry, a fear of missing out. When we're alone, whatever is in there, whatever voice is chatting to us magnifies. It really does. It's just interesting to sit with. Or ride with, as I'm doing at the moment. So ride along with me on your own and just allow that to simmer away. What a great little road. I love the canopy of trees. With the sun filtering through. Ah, magical. hoping you can see these butterflies on the camera. Brett is stirring them up in front and they're just, it's just so lovely to see them floating past. But yeah, back to this track, for me it's just a matter of knowing this bike was built for this. It knows it's capable, more than capable. I've just got to have trust in what's underneath me, in the tyres, in the bike, in my skill set at this stage, which I would class myself extremely green, even though I grew up on motorbikes on the farm. It's been a long time. So I'm way out of my comfort zone. And some days I want to throw in the towel, and other days I'm completely in love with this motorbike and the riding. I think it's like that, isn't it? Whenever you start something new, you have this love, not hate relationship, but no, don't want to do it anymore, can't do it, it's not me. When really it's just fear walking. I get it, that has been me many, many times. But it's just learning to trust in ourselves again. Really steep corner. Woo. And just getting back to that childhood curiosity if we can. Woo! Woo! I lifted just in time. That was a ginormous pothole. And that looks like another ginormous pothole. Woo! Whoa! Missed that one. Missed it with my eyes, hit it with my butt. Whew. I tell you what, this is where I notice good posture or bad posture. When you hit a bump in good posture, it doesn't make a huge impact. When you hit it with bad posture, or you're getting a bit tired and just a bit lax, oh man, it goes straight up into the base of the skull. Not good. Definitely yoga on a bike makes a huge difference. Potholes to dodge. And the water course, some of them are quite deep coming down there from heavy rain, which is certainly not recently. In the middle of summer, South Australia. What a fun little track. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Bit of road. Woo! Oh! Oh, that's good. That's my first big fall. Oh, nearly did it. Not quite. You can see where I've just hit that little bit of soft dirt. Yeah. Yeah. I nearly got there. I just hit a little bit of soft dirt. You can see where I... Never mind. I did just catch my foot, but that's right. All good. Don't we have to spin it? Do I have to turn it off? Turn it off. So we spin the wheel down this way and bring it up, or? That's what I mean. Spin the wheel. Where am I lifting? Oh. 1, 2, 3. really hope that was recording. Well, there's my first, well, actually no, that's my second crash. But my first pretty decent one. It was a fairly heavy fall downhill. Okay. I just didn't want it to roll on me. I was just mindful. A war wound.
So the end of a pretty amazing ride today. It literally just fell out of my mouth seconds before there was a tree in the road, that how amazing that track was. And then I thought I could get around that tree, hit a bit of soft dirt and came crashing down. The ego was certainly a bit battered, very actually, body a bit bruised, but it was, I was quite fascinated in where my mind went. And straight after the fall, after the adrenaline just started to wear off a bit, the story started whirling around, the sense of failure, sense of embarrassment. I can't do this, I'm not capable, what am I doing? I'm middle-aged, learning to get out on the road, hit the dirt road on a new motorbike. What the hell am I doing? And I think we all do that, don't we, in life, where something goes a little bit wrong and then we blow it out of proportion, or fear takes over so much so that it freezes us. And I have to say, for the next probably 20 minutes, half an hour, my brain was going wild with story and self-berating and beating myself up until I came back to that breath. And it sounds so cliche, but it was almost like a phoenix moment, a rising out of the ashes. And it just took me back to a couple of chapters in my first book that I wrote, that we can either stay in the story, in that fear-based story which blows everything out of proportion, or we can jump back in the saddle, horse, motorbike, hiking, getting back out into business, getting back into that other job. It doesn't matter what we relate it to, but getting back in the saddle and just doing it anyway. And as my mind started to settle, and you may have noticed this too, that the story starts to fall away because we start to put it into perspective. We start to slow down, come into the breath, come into our intuition again, and just simply continue to go with the flow. So yeah, a real moment today, but that's what this channel is all about. 2 wheels, 1 breath at a time. And if you liked this video today, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe, and we'll see where the road takes us next time. Until then,